Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Riadatul Aisi and my last number name is 80. I will retell short story that title is Storm Clouds. First, Zack enjoyed the storm from his seventh floor window. He felt powerful watching chaos below while he stayed warm and safe. This was the worst storm he'd seen in years. The waves crashed against the seawall, drenching cars, and the fairground rides flapped wildly in the wind. He saw debris flying, including an awning and the spin, which made the wind seem almost alive. People didn't think about winter storm when they moved to the seaside. They thought they imagined only the summer, not the sea's true nature. He turned away from the window and looked at the phone, surprised that Sarah hadn't called. Maybe she didn't know about the storm, or perhaps it was calm in London. It was almost midnight and she would be in bed by now. He could call her, but he preferred when she called him. A flash of lightning lit up the room, followed by the thunder. The storm was getting worse. They crossed the room and picked up the phone, but there was no dial tone. The storm must have damaged the lines. The electricity was out too. He slumped into his chair, thinking back to past storm. He remembered the night Sarah's mother left him during a storm like this one, 22 years ago. She had simply said, "I've had enough, Zack." He tried to argue, but knew it was over. She couldn't handle him being away at sea. He also remembered a childhood moment with his father watching a storm from a warehouse on the docks. It was the he decided he wanted to go to sea just like his dad. Zack wondered why he had stayed a seaman for so long. It wasn't the work or the money, but the sense of purpose. He realized now that his life had always been going in circles, returning to the same places, the same routines. A massive lightning bolt shot him back to the present. He felt like the storm was getting closer, almost as if it was coming for him. He thought about his life, feeling a rush of sadness. He lived in shabby retirement flat with only a few old drinking buddies and a weekly call from Sarah. He felt like an embarrassment to her, something she had to deal with out of a duty. Maybe he was just a boy who never grew up, chasing a dream of life at the sea. But he had good mates at sea, people who would do anything for him. At home, he always felt on edge, never measuring up. The best times when Sarah was little. He remembered their trips like driving through a tunnel of trees to a campsite. Their bride came to stave off imaginary witches. A thunderbolt broke his reverie. He looked out the storm, imagining himself walking into the sea, ending it all. But then he heard a knock At the door, it was Sarah. Who's there? It's me, Dad. Sarah? He opened the door, and she ran into his arms. If couldn't get to on the phone, she sobbed. I've just finished with Clarence. I had nowhere else to go. Zack hooked her. Come, Sarah, get your coat off and sit down. I'll make us a cup of tea. As they embraced, Zack reassured her. No witches, no witches here, girl, and the tunnel of trees isn't very long. Before you know it, there'll be sun again. Outside, the storm began to fade. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.